Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Stasis Bone Totem, where we've arrived at Chapter 3. Her suit is failing, and we need to repair it or find a pressurized area to fall back to. Metal tracks lead down a tunnel, drilled through the rock. An attached screw pipe reveals the tracks were built to allow a hulking device to move along them. There might be a train here. The rover's mechanical arms shudder in their crushed state, irrevocably crippled after the cacophonous conclusion. The proposed escape vehicle from this watery grave is all but lost. In a final act of spiteful retribution, the submersible has dragged and torn both the cable and crane down along with it, the sturdy metal pinning the rover to its newfound grave. Beyond the rocky outcrop hangs a cloak of dusty blackness, vomiting out waves of cold current to crash against you. Large metal supports ring the entrance of the tunnel, securing the entryway against potential collapse. The ground here is covered in a thick layer of muddy silt. Treading over the clack is like wading over a surface of thick slime, each step threatening to pull your legs from under you. The imposing conduit, wrapped in a thick aluminum-coated blanket, funnels bundles of power cabling from the nearby machine into the tunnel. Bulbous, warty growth have formed from ancient magma droppings, bled and bubbled downwards from some higher volcanic vein.
Rover is basically crushed. We're not going anywhere in this.
Warning. Life suit integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
You said that already.
So we need another way out. You're running out of time. I can help you. But there is a price.
I don't trust you,
And
Chris.
what's that? I have been here. I can't remember how long. Trapped. Help me, and I will help you.
So, what? We find you, you get us out of here?
That is my offer.
And how are you going to do that, exactly?
There is another drone. The Kalan. I know where it is, how to access it. Free me, and I will take us all to it.
Moses and I can work on finding this guy, wherever he is. Charlie, you work on getting back inside.
Energy reserves below 20%.
And make it quick.
A lofty body of portable machinery sitting idle, several corroding buckets hold partially sorted and refined rocks, revealing this device to be a mining rig of sorts. No power detector. Okay, we need power here. You. Okay. Okay, we need to get power to the station at some point. We don't have access to that yet, so we go over there. Into the tunnel. Maybe we find us a train. That's where it is. A boring machine. Very boring. An enormous boring platform squats on the tracks, halted and dead mid-drill. Some cave walls, a drill platform. The tunnel drill has suffered for its exciting burst of activity, now partly buried in the cave-in of its own making. The mud-clogged tunnel is flanked by a drapery of jagged stalagmites straining out from the river of mud as if escaping
Look at this.
suffocation.
You were right. They were digging. That's a boring machine.
Very boring.
If you are at the dig site, then you are near the Legacy base. The first installation.
You mean Site Alpha?
Yes. Precisely.
How did you know that name, Charlie?
It's on the computers down here for the mining setup.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
I have to keep moving.
Okay, let's look at that boring machine. No power.
Warning. No survey data found. Operation inhibited.
Survey data?
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
Okay. We could restore the power very easily here, apparently. Can we go along? Yes, we can.
Central Apparatus 1138. Connection established.
Okay, good.
Warning. Energy reserves below 15%.
Okay, not so good. Should be able to get the core sample out, though.
Yep. And we have the core sample. Okay. A caught out rock sample. Looks like they were drilling around to investigate the nature of the terrain here. This is used in mining operations to core out rock and analysis samples. The internal capacitor powers a mini laser fusion jet of superheated metal along a narrow cutting plane. The housing hasn't stood up to the elements and is coming apart at the seams. Meg could probably help it along. Okay, let's get back to the boring machine. They need survey data. Okay. We need to analyze that to give that thing data. We might get that over there. I don't think I tried just clicking the energy thing when I looked at it, because that worked at the other places.
Power connection achieved. Mobile mining platform active.
Warning. Dive energy reserves diminished.
Oh, great.
What is it?
I found some kind of mobile mining rig. It was dead, so I powered it with my suit.
Oh!
You don't have much power left, Charlie.
Exactly. But I did get it running.
Stand by. Analyzing core sample.
Copy sample data to suit, yes.
Mining survey data received.
Report. Daniel Tang Gunderson. Roger wants me to cap the entrance diameter at 18 feet. Makes sense, downright logical. I will round it up to 20 and create a bit more wiggle room. And then it collapsed. Idiot. I can hear him scraping away as he works. Although I was supposed to leave hours ago, it's the least I can do to stay with him and offer my support. I've stopped trying to adjust the boring machine because I know the Geo team is working on finding the precise core frequencies that will allow us to progress. But that procedure will take several months. Ah, that's... okay. And that's why we then found it. Okay. Despite this, I don't regret my choices. The universe is a harsh and unforgiving place. If we're not the ones struggling, someone else will likely be. That's just how it goes. Okay, and then we have everything we need because we have the survey data. And go in. And put the survey data. Okay, copying survey data. Frequency and meters per second. Trachycebaltic composition detected. We're trying to find the right frequency. We're trying to move to match the two circles, don't we? Oh god. Oh, wait. Ah, that's a weird game. Especially since we're at 0-0 now, and now it's kind of working. And it reset. Huh? Something is wrong with whatever that's... Calibration error.
Calibration error. Warning. Calibration error.
What do you want of me, thing? Wait, that's the one that I saw in these. Okay.
Warning. Calibration error. Warning. Calibration error.
I have no idea what the fuck you want from me. Let's look around with the others. I mean, he's... Oh god, this is not looking good. It said that this can be torn apart. For a scanner, this brings back some unpleasant memories of motion trackers in dark corridors and the microfusion laser. I busted open the core sample and tore out this gizmo. It's a little small, but it could possibly cut through any nasties we encounter, slice and dice a locking bolt, and still fry up a sausage for breakfast. This is not looking good. Discharging seawater into the dome in tandem with a ruptured umbilical passageway. Great. The equipment is crushed, the cupola is strained, and it's flooding.
The umbilical's gone. No way back to the mule.
Your only choice is to go deeper. I do not envy you.
The effigy is carved. The looming figure remains barely visible in what little light remains, now poised to stare and ponder at the rushing ocean tumbling to reclaim it. Some boulders have fallen.
This whole place is coming down.
Scaffolding is crushed.
You must enter the temple. You have no other choice.
The temple? Temple to what?
It doesn't matter. Get out of there, Mac.
Great day I'm having here.
And only way is to go through the seared doorway to the temple.
This temple, or whatever the hell it is, it's through here.
Mac, hurry.
Well, Cayne, damn it.
Language, Mac.
What happened?
I dropped the laser. Hold on.
I dropped the laser, okay? Okay, the laser's there. We need a magnet. None of this is magnetic. Great. Good. Then Moses. We need something magnetic. Oh god, it's burning. The trembling cerebral cortex emits a weird scratching sound as if something were trying to escape. Great. Some flames, smoldering wires, and a bloody control panel. Why is it bloody? Painted with gore, lumps and strands of cerebral flesh lie caught in between the blood-flooded keys. Brain's pretty dead. What the fuck's going on here? Something's clawing out.
Scary things.
What was that?
What the hell was that?
Charlie Mac.
I don't know what it is. Some dark truth of this place. One of many. I have only heard it.
Scary things. Safer here.
Moses, you have to start moving.
Safer here. Safer here.
Its cries. They are wrong. I would hear them. Far away.
Stay here. Stay here.
I know you're scared, sweetheart. I am too. But we need your help. Please. Mose, we can't make it out of here without you.
Moses is brave. Moses is strong.
And that's part of the reason why it's stupid to attach like emotions to a thing that's supposed to help us. Scope lens, that's a mirror, basically. Okay. Nope. Nope. Clean it? No. I'm such a dirty little toy. Okay, give the laser, the mirror.
Well, it worked. Believe it or not, the lock's cut open.
Mac must hurry.
What's that? That's very close on time. Make it through. Now. And the freaking dig site dome collapsed. Now I'm trapped in the temple. Great.
Whoa.
Loud noises.
Tell me about it.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Got through the door, right as the dig site collapsed behind me. Made it. Barely.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Where are you now?
Give me a second.
Stoneheads. A gallery of malformed stone heads glance idly about, frozen in perpetual fascination of those who find themselves wandering these long dead halls. Ripped protrusions the color of curdled dairy seesaw along the walls, a carved simulacrum of gills and fish scales. An odd dozen sandbags form a short wall, cordoning off the cadaverous carvings from passing traffic. The hallway is strutted by concentric metal beams in a human intrusion, enforcing a sense of control and man-made order within this inhuman terrain. The emplaced lights disperse the darkness into the hallway's recesses, the illumination as much an intrusion into these halls as the scientists who pried them open. The carved figures within the hallway have undergone a macabre tonal shift, whereas the sculpture by the entrance was adorned by jewelry. Those within this shrouded hallway depict flayed bodies in brooding positions. Great. Of course we have to, if we run into an ancient cult, it has to be a death cult. Of course. A sheet of reflective orange tar provides passage over the treacherous terrain, hints of barbed rock hidden beneath. A wall of sandbags forms a protective rampart, while also allowing easier access to those who would brave a closer inspection of the morbid effigy. The bespeckled carpet of bioluminescent lights bleed up from the carved cavity, birthing coral-like growths from where the light pools into alcoves and bends around nooks. A gargantuan stone torso rears up from the ground, its belly bent open to allow travel through toothed ribs. A disquieting maternal aura emanates from the sculpture, the Caesarean passageway, promising a contrived rebirth for those who emerge and unbirth for those who enter. We're going into the belly of the thing whose breasts we're seeing lying around here. Great. Clusters of inky crystals jut outwards from the rock, a mineral donation trapped in time. Take a look at that picture. Yeah, interesting picture of weird things. Good. Continue. Into whatever that is. Okay, this looks more normal. A jagged palisade has been constructed around this platform, both it and the floor built from aged and rotting wood, seemingly older than the recent intrusion of the Cayne infrastructure. This is from the Exiled Alpha then. The splintered remains of a modern bridge, subjected to some catastrophe or sabotage, so we need to use the freaking crane.
Oh, jeez. That is a long drop.
Distance to bottom of crevice is incalculable.
Well, that makes me feel better.
What are you going to do?
Gotta get across, obviously. Need to bridge the gap. Somehow.
Maybe with that crane we're looking at. An ancient crane built from wood, cord and metal. Despite apparent age and deterioration, it has remained standing. A burly slab of rock serves as the crane's counterweight, housed within a prison of straining wood, the merest shiver threatening to tear it free and plunge it into a calamitous descent. Sorry, look at the painting again. This doesn't tell me a preferred orientation. This is basically the same as the one that we saw inside. This is basically the same, but the longest prong is to the lower right. But here I cannot make out something that is like preferred. Maybe this direction, but I don't know. That's all I can glean from that from now.
Charlie, you see this? The reaction in the metal?
Yeah. It's amazing. Some sort of chemical reaction?
An ancient technology. And like everything else here, one better left alone.
Wish I had the luxury.
Okay, we could try to unbolt these at some point. Okay, so when I press that again, nothing happens. Press that there, these two happen. Okay. And then that makes these two happen. No, that reset everything. This does nothing. This does nothing. This is one. Okay, this does nothing. Okay. Just activate all of them. Okay. Not really a puzzle. Something happening. What are we doing now? Try the others then. Oh. Did that do anything? No. Okay, we're stuck here. We need to find something to stop that from moving. It's kind of stuck. Is it really stuck? Because we had some weird specifically place mouse here and not here moments in this game, and didn't want to risk that. Moses then. We still have this way to go.
Scary things? No scary things. Yet.
Anymore.
The creature from the brain. Whatever it is, you likely have not seen the last of it.
I am brave and strong.
I hope so, my friend. I hope so. For both our sakes.
This area of the labs appears notably cleaner and better equipped. Notably
but be
better
sure
funded.
not to spend working hours in piety. The workplace is the ideal place to discover more about yourself.
Your body is a temple, a vessel if you will, so keep things pure and tidy for the mother's sake.
Oh god, we have arguing AIs.
Employment should be your vessel. Work is when you feel most alive, loved, accessible.
Cayne's nature is to shine the light of understanding into the world's darkest regions. But remember, dying is the hard part. On the other hand, working is easy, and the Nexus awaits us after death.
The wooden bench is sort of real anatopism, exacerbated by the presence of counterfeit trees. In an ironic twist, the attempt to inject some sense of coziness has only succeeded in making the environment more desolate. Yeah, everything else is not really important. Okay, we have a security terminal and that door. That door is not open.
This door is locked. This door is extra locked.
I hear you, Moses. I hear you. Just outside. Just outside. This is my lab.
Great. Work on getting him out of there. I'm on my way.
My Mac.
Okay. Okay, we need to repair that somehow, and we have that keycard. And that we cannot interact with for now. Later. Need to find something to open that door. Start with that security terminal. Life support, fire and sequencer lab, fire and genetic storage, subsystems locked.
Please select subsystem.
Once we know what's going on, then we can do that. Okay, going over here. Taking a look at whatever that is. Cayne Corporation, DS. Okay, we opened a door. For whatever reason. Ah! It's to get rid of the keycard, so that we don't try to use it with everything. No movement detected. Log. Broadcasting audio to an artifact storage lab. Hello? 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 Why can't I interact with you? Okay, we need... some audio recording and have to play it into that, I think. Next room.
You are in artifact storage.
Okay, stagnant water on the floor. Some equipment. Chemicals, iron sheeting. Bearing the symbols. Something C555. The soiled red banner is coated in grime and reeks of damp decay. Portions of the fiber have been cut away. Don't need to read every single one of this. The plate, metallic blade riddled with corrosion, torn from some structure of a vessel. The paint of the embossed emblem has chipped and faded with the age, but the words Red Fleet are legible. I have no idea. I don't speak Russian. That's fraud. P-H-R-O-T. Or is it P-H-L-O-T? Flot. Whatever. I don't speak Russian and I can't Cyrillic. Dark pungent smoke rolls out from the bend, tinged with the scent of charred electrical wire and burnt plastic.
Oh no, Charlie Mac. Scary things.
I see it, baby. It's okay.
That's the creature that came out of the brain vat tumor.
It cries.
I do not like this.
He needs a way around it.
There is no alternate route, I'm afraid.
Then he has to move it.
Move it?
That thing is fast. Why does it eat that robot?
Everything okay? What's going on?
He's just having dreams. Everything's fine. Oh no, I just realized I didn't try to use the laser to kill everything. So I'm trying. Okay. I wanted to try distraction. Okay, we have... Oh god, we have a PDA that will take an eternity again. And more stuff to look at. Terminal. A workbench, great. I don't know what's that about that wallpaper every time. Okay, trash first. The brain? A brain with a flower? In a flower pot with a flower attached to it? More brain? That looks kind of weird. Research, yeah, that's the Russian thing. Red Fleet. So the Soviet fleet was here before us. Oh yeah, and there was even that uniform almost looks more German than Russian. That might be Russian. Colors would be helpful. Or emblems and symbols. Wow! That's weird and I have no idea what I'm looking at. No entries and messages. Okay. Their terminal was
pieces
basically
of
nothing.
Parts. This would be a fun puzzle.
An apt analogy, my friend. A puzzle solved too late.
Mac, are you seeing this? Look at the artifacts. The stone, it's like the one we saw before, but the symbol.
It's Soviet Russian. What the hell?
Hope loved puzzles.
Specimen of vessation enclosure can be secured by a robust metal door, but for spatter of dark stains and the stinging odor of aged detergent, it appears unused. And let's take a look down here first. Yeah, that's the weird plate with Red Fleet. Okay, the observation control. An organic sampler. Do we try to kill ourselves with that? That's not the organic sampler. Makes crunchy noises when you press the button. It's an empty organic sampler. As she has a suit on. That was kind of stupid to even try. Okay. Then give this to her and she can try to combine this with a scrubber and take an example, take a sample of the scrubber. Okay. Was a good idea. Big to him. PDA first? Yeah, let's read PDA first. Maybe we get a clue about the puzzle here. This is Lisa Simpson, anthropologist. Reggie used to spend his days at my feet, and now he sits on my desk in a well-deserved position of prominence. He will always be my most cherished possession. After all, the loyal pup was awarded to me by Cayne himself upon his glorious rebirth. The anthropological laboratory is well stocked, as my choker position demands. The specimens are mostly well preserved. My assistant is an adequate aid and welcome company despite some squeamishness on his part. I've begun analyzing the samples, starting with the 3 sets of human remains discovered in the ocean floor during construction of the thermal reactor. Low temperatures aided in their preservation. Initial dating puts them in the late 20th century, with closing suggesting Soviet military personnel circa the 1980s. The cause of death has not been established conclusively, but there are signs of malnutrition and starvation. I will perform a dissection to study their diet after this recording. Then I will begin an initial pass on the anthropological specimens supplied by Dr. Moon. There's a definite incongruence with the specimens received by Baron, which appear to be much older. I've looked into the signal that drew Cayne Corporation to this place. The instruction set is naval, using defunct subject encryption on an ULF 12 seconds repeating. How could the signal emanate from the bottom of the Pacific 150 years after the fall of the Soviet Union? The message requests the evacuation of 32 crew in good health. Judging by the 3 fellows I've been studying, help never came. In other news, my relationship with the new assistant is deteriorating. He recoiled in disgust when he saw Reggie, horrified that I put the dog on display. It's bizarre that a man who works with human remains is bothered by a beautiful work of animal taxidermy. Nevertheless, I've noted to discuss the matter with management and church officials. I've been asked to break bread with Celia on Cayne Day. Reggie, this calls for a real celebration. We retrieved patient some number, although the infection had rendered him unconscious by the time we found him. We've placed him in a hyperbaric chamber for further study. He claims to have no memory of his infection vector. The medics don't know if his condition is contagious, so they're taking all possible precautions. Initial scans show his brain is in a state of constant activity that looks like dreaming. We're going to jury-rig some devices to record his thoughts. What worries us most is that the infection is dissolving his biomatter. Hair, skin and muscles are falling to the floor. Several of his organs are failing. Further expeditions into the well have been halted until we know more. His affliction is morbidly fascinating. I've spent nights watching his body's slow deterioration through the glass portals. I even catch myself speaking to him when we're alone, airing my frustrations as if he were my therapist. I didn't expect to find therapeutic sanctuary in the disintegrating miracle that is my grouchy former assistant, but here we are. Cayne delivers when all seems lost. Over the past year, most of his body mass has sloughed off, but his brain and nervous system remains intact. They appear to be functioning normally, although they are sending and receiving ghost signals. He seems blissfully unaware of his predicament. Thanks to this horrific miracle of biology, we have resumed efforts to record his thoughts. If we can make sense of the data, we may gain some insight into his affliction. The first recording should be ready within the hour. Celia, I know you wanted to be kept personally abreast of any new developments with our patient. The first recordings of him are possibly more astounding than his physical condition. He's remained fully cognizant. At the same time, he appears to be experiencing some confusion surrounding his memories, which he already mentioned when he was first quarantined. We've requested that a relevant specialist be sent here to help us. Until then, we'll keep monitoring and recording. I continue to visit him whenever I can. Somehow, even when I was talking to my dog, I didn't realize how desperate I was for companionship. The shock of his condition, life pared down to a fragile network of signals, has forced me to admit how far away from everything I fear, trapped in this claustrophobic complex at the bottom of the ocean, working toward what exactly? Dr. Herfrest has concluded that his visions are real memories, but they are bleeding into him from an external source. He is inheriting the memories from something. The notion is unsettling, but we can't deny that his memories frequently corroborate new findings to which he is not privy. Does he understand that these memories are not his own, or is he beginning to think that they are his real memories? Is he trapped in those moments? I think that's the thing we're talking to. Like last chapter, I was thinking it was this Chris consciousness that someone implanted into the vet brain that is running the facility, but maybe we're talking to this thing. Dr. Herfrest has identified the cause of his condition, foreign microbes resembling a fungal growth in his brain. Dr. Moon codified the microbe as a more complex strain of PS-139. As I'm sure you know, a protoform of it is what drew Cayne here in the first place and why the original Alpha base was built. Meanwhile, we are investigating ways to establish a continuous feed of his thoughts so he can talk to us directly. Is it strange that I've come to see him as a friend despite his condition? I think about what it would be like to experience other people's memories as my own. What happens to your sense of self when you feel like you've lived 100 lives? The doctor is waxing poetic about an arrowhead that is the source of the infection. I'm surrounded by idiots. I miss peaceful strolls to commune with the father and watch the light show. At least he understands. Liza. You are too close to the subject, and this project has exceeded your scope of expertise. I've put in a formal request with corporate for your transfer of the mule. Reggie, what am I to do? Is there is not a taxidermic dog here, so her desk is somewhere different. Okay, observation control.
Empty.
An observation pod, my friend. With nothing to observe.
Like this, something could get out.
Or in.
Okay, we're trying to get the thing to go in here and then close it. Okay, we're trying to get the thing in there. Maybe he wants to eat the scrubber. I'm just trying my very best. Okay, that's it. As far as I know, there's nothing else to look at here. And we have we have only found that one thing that doesn't help us for now. But we have a
Once
sampler.
started, employment is a light that never goes out. The more you contribute, the brighter your flame will become.
Listen, my brothers and sisters, death is not the end. When we pass on from this world, we join the Nexus of Nine, where we will be reunited with our loved ones and live in eternal peace and happiness.
That's
I
all
don't
well and
like this
good, but what does that
advertisement
have
for
to
the
do with
metaverse.
our work here at Cayne Corporation. We
I
need to
don't like
focus
these
on the here and now.
things they had
on
that in
working
Soma
hard and achieving
and
our
like
goals,
multiple other games where
not
you
on
have
some
this.
afterlife that may or may not exist.
It's meant to be utopic, but for me it's dystopic, like this eternal being conscious in this humanly made up world. It's not what we're doing. We're not taking a sample here. What are we doing then? Okay, Meg. I don't really remember where you were. You were here. And I don't know how to operate the crane. Okay. And you were here, and I don't know how to operate the boring machine. Great.
Cayne, heavy under central apparatus. 1138. Power procedure initiated.
Children should not play near this machine, Charlie.
You're probably right, Mose.
Warning. Calibration error.
Okay, what am I trying to do here? Like, I'm thinking I'm trying to match them that they perfectly overlap. That's not working, that's not working, that's not working. That's not working, that's not working. I'm trying to like perfectly overlap them. But for now it doesn't seem to work. There's too many frequencies. And all these frequencies that are basically putting this into the low mode, they're all like broken looking. And this is broken looking for the inner part. This is broken looking for the inner part. Okay. These look interesting. So we're trying to find something on the outer shell that looks like that.
Warning. Calibration error.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. We're going back to this thing to see whether there's some hint here. I don't like that I'm stuck. Okay, this doesn't help at all. And this doesn't have anything else. And we still haven't found anything useful. Can we look at that wall again, or is that interaction point gone? That interaction point is here. Why is this stay here? Like, it's not like it's not looking like there's any actual interaction point here, but okay. Okay, we're stuck with her to find out how the boring machine works, and we're stuck with him to find out how the crane works. But actually we're done with the crane so far, because it's completely jammed. So for now we need to find something that works with something here. And we just have 4 tools which we can try to use. Wait, we have one more opportunity to do something that I didn't try before. First of all, use on self. We didn't try to take this apart. Did we try to take this apart? Okay. Can't do anything with him. We have tried everything. Have we tried every we have tried every combination here. I mean, we can put that thing on here. Or that thing on here. I think we've tried everything. I think we're stuck finding out how the boring machine works, but the boring machine is so boring, I'm not in the mood to try it. What did the security terminal tell me? Oh god. Select a subsystem. I don't remember finding some... we had kind of that. We had kind of those things, but I didn't copy the full sheet. It was on that table over there, but it's burned by now. It was on this table. Is it near the brain now? No. I'm pretty certain I tried everything here with that. I think I didn't try this one, but that wouldn't make any sense, yeah. I don't care what... Like, this is the most obvious one. Try this here. Try to rip this out. No. Okay, I have no idea. I'm missing something, and that's not fine. I don't like it. Does this tell me something? Only new thing is this. Nope. Then we can try the organic sampler on the thing. Because that's the only thing we didn't have before. Security terminal here. Log broadcasting audio to artifact storage lab. Did we try everything on this? No movement detected. Can we get the blood from there? No. I don't know what to do with that one, but that also doesn't help us. We have then this terminal, where we need to go through the images, because we might find ourselves something here. I'm just searching for the one thing that we can use to freaking use it with something else. Okay, I think that's the thing. Like what remained of the guy that was dissolving, but that also, all of that doesn't help me. There's no. And this also has nothing. Okay. What the fuck?
Mortuary cabinet open. Reseal to avoid thawing.
Charlie.
Why?
Look at the uniforms.
Yeah, they're Soviet too.
Why didn't that work before? A damn tang of rot emanates from the bodies, partially preserved by whatever tomb they were extracted from. Their archaic woolen clothing is stained and weathered, reminiscent of the old world wars. We have a lighter. Fire melts stuff. But not yourself. And we have an inventory attached to toe. This looks fun to chew, even though it smells like toes. But oh, I do wish I could just take a little bite. Take that. Comrade Kira, you must commandeer 3 suits from the locked storage. First, locate the thermite ingredients: potassium, ferric oxide, and aluminum. Then meet me in the pantry. Oh, we are making thermite. Iron oxide, aluminum, and potassium. Okay, and that makes thermite. Usually you also use sand for that. Like every time we made something with thermite, we used sand. Was that a protective measure? It's been a while. So, this is a recipe. We need to make an explosive. Thermite is an explosive, or you could use that basically to melt into, like, you can make a thermite, like melt open a heavy iron door, for example. Okay, and that's all we have here. Can't take organic samples from them. Okay, can't burn them. Okay. Genuine collector's item. Could sell this for a mint, but I'm tempted to keep it for myself. Take that apart. Take the lighter apart. Okay. Fuel might have been useful. And she takes those 2. These on self will not work because she's underwater. Burn that thing. Okay. We have gained nothing. An organic sampler could sample the liquids out of the lighter. Okay. Or stuff out of the paper. Okay. No, it doesn't. It still works. How do you know that it works? You're underwater, lady. More surprises of suddenly opening doors? Throw the light at it. Throw that thing at it. Throw the scrubber at it. Kill it with the spear. Take a sample. Throw the torch. I have no idea what to do. It just, like, I just gained 2 items for nothing. There's something else you want to interact with? All of a sudden? Like, go this way and find stuff. No. I think that we're supposed to get the thing to go there and then close it in, but I don't know how. I assume we need to solve her freaking puzzle. I mean, we also kind of brute forced the remote circuit in the end of the last chapter.
But don't you see, our work with the church is just as important as the corporations. By giving of our time and resources freely, we are preparing ourselves for life to come.
We give back through our taxes and charitable donations. But our primary focus should be on meeting our goals and achieving success for the company.
How can we truly enjoy the fruits of our labor if we are not giving back to the community and helping those in need?
That's bullshit. You're just trying to distract us from our duties and responsibilities. Cayne Corporation is the one that provides for us, that gives us purpose and meaning. Without it, we're nothing.
Can this help us do something here? Or does it help us identify stuff here? Fire med stuff. Fire med stuff. At some point, we want to use fire for something. Swipe over that. Light that. Swipe over that. No. Is that gas that comes out of here, is that fireable? No. Put organic matter on that. No. Burn something else here? Like the spider web looking things? No. What the fuck? Okay, we're closing in on the time where I need to end the episode. I might... Why didn't they go again with a thing? The terminal is just a terminal, yeah? Yeah, I can't do anything with my stuff here. And can't use anything here. I don't know what to do. Okay, so we're ending the episode here, and I'm gonna try to look up like a solution of the game. I'm gonna go step by step just to see the next step, and hopefully don't spoil myself like for the next 4 or 5 steps. I want to do just the next step so that we can freaking continue. I assume we're stuck because I hate brute forcing myself through puzzles like this. Like this and this even looks the same. What? It looks different every time. Like it doesn't make any sense. We don't need, we don't know what velocity we want, because nobody told us. And we don't know what vibrational frequency we want, because in none of the PDAs they told us. And like, there's like 2 or... Like, what the fuck? Why are they looking different when I'm going to and fro? So like, they can't be part of the solution. Is it any of these? I have no idea. I've no idea how to find that out. I could reactivate hints in the settings because I have them deactivated, and but I will not get the achievement for having not used hints, because I used them in the first chapter because before I knew how those would work. Hint. No hint here. I don't even know where let's find a hint thing anywhere. Oh, we're gonna have to listen to a conversation of those two again, don't we? No hint here. Maybe we were supposed to do this already. No hint here. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm probably missing something. I'm gonna look up the next step. I'm gonna see you tomorrow with more progress here in the beginning of chapter 3. Have a nice day.